and I'm back to my college degree. Like I have to finish this. What's up?
Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got them kids there with you?
that's right. My two daughters.
For real?
Yeah, I got one of my wives here, and I got three in the Gambia. I'm the only one on the internet. I'm the only one on the internet on YouTube that shows videos of what I actually do. Did you know that?
No, of
Yeah.
course not.
So what you do?
Well, I teach men a lot of things. I'm like a Kevin Samuels, but I keep telling people where I'm from is not like Kevin Samuels. Okay, I teach video footage. I do not talk.
At the front though.
I do videos. I do videos. When you watch my video, if you watch my videos on YouTube, right, I may seem cringy on purpose
Okay.
because I don't like attention. I'm like eccentric. I don't like attention. Okay. So when I try to tell guys, hey, hey, y'all guys got to stop listening to people on the internet because I'm old. I'm 50 years old, man. I'm the only one on the internet that says, hey, I learned from pimps and some Italians, right? So when I try to give advice to guys, they don't hear the real knowledge. They go to guys like Kevin Samuels and Andrew Tate's, and I keep telling them
So what's the difference between you and them?
the difference between me and them is that they're all simps, and I'm not. You know what a simp
Okay.
actually means? You know what a simp actually means? Back in the 80s, into the 70s, you know what it actually means? A simp
What did it
actually
mean?
suckers investing in mediocre pussy. Mediocre,
Yeah.
mediocre means used. Okay. And what happened is
Okay.
that the pimps told me this way back in the 80s. And they said, any man that sleeps with a woman who is not a virgin, he's a sucker. He's a simp. He's a trick.
You still believe that?
I knew, you, hey, as a matter of fact, I was 16 when I learned that. And I keep telling guys, why are you selling for prostitutes?
Shut the front door.
No, no, most women and people in general have not had an alpha father. You know what an alpha father is?
No, I don't.
An
I
alpha,
don't believe I know any of your terms, Mandel.
I'm talking about this is the I'm born and raised from Brooklyn, right? And I keep telling people, I tell guys
Come
all the
on
time.
now.
I say, hey, why don't you guys learn something from the pimps? Let's go to the pimps and they will teach you. They'll hold the hand for you and teach you some real stuff. But these days, the guys is all running around with their heads cut off. Okay? They don't
Mandel,
yeah.
you believe that shit? That a bitch is a simp if she ain't a virgin?
If you are not a virgin, that means you had a poor upbringing. You didn't have a father figure, a strong father figure. You didn't.
And it don't matter your age, just
It
if
does.
you are not a virgin.
It just doesn't matter. You have to have a father figure to protect you, so you won't lose your virginity. Once you lose your virginity, guess what happens to you? Guess what happens to you?
What, do this go for men too or just for women?
I only go for women. I'm heterosexual all the way. Okay. But what I'm saying is that if you have lost your virginity, I'm not talking down. I'm not saying this to be rude. You did.
Baby,
You
you not talking up. The
Of
fuck?
course, I can say some positive things. I give counsel to women all the time to try to help them out, even though you're not a virgin. Once you
Right,
lose
but
your
it's too late for you. You're a simp, but let me help your simp ass out. Right.
no, trust me on this. I'm not a simp. I don't deal with any woman that has not is not a virgin. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
deal with her.
what you said
I
about
don't
the
deal with
bitches.
women.
You like even though you're not a virgin, you're a simp. Let me help you out.
No,
Go
no,
ahead
no.
though.
I think you got the terminology mixed up. Okay, I already told you. My terminology of simp is that what I just said. Any man that deals with a woman who is
Right,
not a virgin is a simp.
right,
what
right.
what the guys are doing these days, the millennials are born after 1980, right? They call a simp, they got it backwards. A trick and a simp, okay, are actually what are putting a woman on a pedestal. A mediocre woman on a pedestal, and the trick keeps coming back like a John, right? But what is the definition of a simp? If a man has not been, if a man deals with a woman, right? and she is not a virgin. There is a terminology for that, and that is called a simp. You cannot. Once you find out that woman is not a virgin, you're automatically simping. Don't waste your time. That's what the
And
pimps
the
told
woman
me.
who is not a virgin is mediocre, is the terminology for that.
Yeah, yeah. Mediocre, that means it's been used. It's whacked. Okay. It's done. Her whole life is changed. And I taught Kevin Samuels this. As a matter of fact, I started Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna tell rest in peace his soul. I tried to warn him. I told him way back in 2013, 2012, don't ever become popular because if you become popular, they're gonna come after you. Okay. I told
Friend,
him
you're
this.
crazy.
I tried to warn him about the Red Bull. He liked to drink the Red Bull. Okay. And he
And
was
you teach your daughters this stuff too, man.
I'm part of the purity culture. Okay. I don't do anything that the ordinary person does anywhere. I don't do it. I don't
I
socialize.
fucked with I fuck with keeping your virginity until marriage, but I don't fuck with the label of after I lose my virginity, like, oh, my pussy is it ain't shit. It ain't shit no more.
Well,
I don't fuck with
I'm not
that.
saying it's not shit anymore. I'm not saying how good you are or nothing. I'm just saying there are particular type of men out there who do not they're alphas and they're only like alphas are only like 2% of the population. So wherever this numbers, these segments, whatever they're talking about, that's like 2%. That's like they don't exist. That's gone. Alphas are very educated. Number one, they're very high demand. Like they have a high standards. Their standards are so high that as once
Alphas are delusional.
alphas don't exist, they're
Stop
gone.
being lying.
They don't exist, man. And so when I tell guys, okay, you listen to Kevin Samuels, who's been divorced twice. He didn't get paid from women. He don't care if the woman is like in have her virginity or not, because that's how he was. He was teaching virginity because I was telling him to teach men and teach women about virginity and accountability. I was telling him about that. And one of his videos blew up, and I said, "Yo, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not hating on the brother at all. Okay, but when it comes down to it, it's like we got a lot of people who got those terminologies mixed up, especially the millennials. The millennials take these terms and they twist them up, right? They take them around and twist them
Mhm.
up like omegas and sigmas and gammas. No, okay, all that is a waste of time. Okay, you know what I
I
learned?
don't even get into this shit because I feel like it don't apply to me. It ain't none of my business. And like I was telling Don before, I feel like people just they're so good at finding ways to create barriers in between us, and that's a huge issue. We have enough barriers. We need to be trying to break them down and figure out ways that we're similar and ways that we could be happy together, and not
Hmm.
ways that we need to, all this other shit. Cause I feel like that's really getting in people's business. You're trying to correct the next person out of this other shit. Like, what the fuck do that got to do with you? If it don't directly apply to you, why is it something that we have to have a conversation about? I feel like live and let live. With politics, with this red pill shit
You
that
know
I
where
heard
that red pill
about.
came from? You know what I found out
I don't
about
have
that
no
red pill?
idea.
You know where that came from?
Is that the Red Bull you was talking about?
No, that was actually started just like the Black Lives Matter movement. That was started by the LGBT communities. Yeah,
I'm
they
one of the people that
organized that.
don't indulge.
They,
I
they
indulge. I enjoy the bliss I get from being ignorant to this stuff because I feel like it's a circus and I'm not. I didn't like pay for tickets. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
like live circuses in real life, but this shit here, I don't subscribe to it. I prefer to. I really don't give a. And it's no disrespect, but I don't want to talk about this shit, friend, because I'm just telling you, like my views on it. I don't have views on it. I don't view it
Okay,
to
let's
have
talk
a view
about something
on it.
else. Did you know in Ethiopia, because I lived in Ethiopia for about 2 years, did you know that you are not allowed anytime you travel? Do not overstay your welcome. You can get arrested. It's called the dual citizenship. Okay. And when I
How
lived out
long?
there for 2 years, I did not want to come back to America, and so the
Uh-huh.
money I make, okay, keeps me, stable out there. I can go anywhere and I don't have to come back because I got my own monies. Okay. Right. So you got
Hmm.
people going out traveling. If you go to another country, okay, you better be on your best guard because you can only stay for about 1 or 2 months. Okay. If you
Hmm.
overstay your welcome, you will be arrested. Okay. You
Were
go to,
you arrested?
as a matter of fact, I couldn't leave and I had to go to court. You cannot have a dual citizenship in either any country if you're an American. Okay. You have to pay a fine. They do not speak your language. They will not speak English in the court of their courts. All right.
Hey man. Yeah.
And this is an education for a lot of the passport brothers because I started that way back. I'm not lying to you. I started that way back in 2011. I got videos. I got videos. So I'm not talking on my nose. I said if I say I started Kevin Samuels, I got proof of that. And of course, I got the editing videos. I have video. I do video. I do not like you know making stuff in the ether. Okay, but when you live out there, you know how hot it gets. Guess the temperature.
Like hell.
That shit got hot as fuck.
Do you know how hot it gets in Ethiopia? Do you know why it's so hot over there? It gets
Why?
the temperature gets up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit.
Why?
One time there, obsidian stone, you know that black stone? The black stones? The black stones it comes from molten lava, right? I started
Hmm.
digging in the ground to see why the hell it's so hot because the heat was reflecting off the ground. Did you know obsidian is all throughout Ethiopia? Obsidian stone is underneath. It's like, yo, this must be an ancient land here. This something is something with Ethiopia, man. It gets so hot, 120 degrees. I had to wear a umbrella. I had to wear umbrella, and I told people you are going to need an umbrella if you travel in Ethiopia. You know, I travel to Dubai too, right? Listen. It gets up to 140 degrees. I kid you not. I kid you not. I went to Dubai one time and I got off that bus. The heat was even hotter towards Egypt, right? And then I was like, I can't believe this heat, man. I almost
I
passed
don't want
out.
to go to Dubai.
I almost passed out, man. I'm like, yo, I got off the bus and the heat was like, I never felt that heat before. You cannot live in Dubai. I'm just trying to tell you right now. It is so much more hotter in Dubai than in Ethiopia. Connected to
I think
Cairo.
my cousin lived there for a year. I feel like Dubai is the Atlanta for black people outside of the United States.
You know what I call it? I call it the golden mecca of America. So if you want to live in America in a very sophisticated, very expensive place, because they had ambulances running throughout the fucking airport, man. They had ambulances. They had marble fucking floors in the airport. This airport was so clean that you could lick off the floor, man. I was like, what the? Oh my
I don't
fucking
want to go
God,
nowhere
man.
where I'm even less of a woman. I'm already less of a person because I'm a woman in America. I don't want to go nowhere else where I'm less
You're
of a
not less
person
of a
because I'm
person. It's just everybody has raised up a certain way. You know, everybody's quality in their own way. Okay.
well, that's not that you know what I'm saying. That's
Okay.
how America views us. And in Dubai, I ain't got time for that shit. You don't
It's,
tell me what to do.
it's hot, man. It's fucking hot. I could not believe. I thought it could not get hotter than Ethiopia, and it does.
What
Okay.
is a good place for a single black woman to travel out of the country
Well, all of the
by
good
herself?
men are already here. You don't even need to. Well,
No, not for the men. I'm not
okay.
trying to be a passport hoe. I just wanna somewhere safe. I feel that dogs everywhere, but
Yeah.
it's that
If
like
you want to
And
travel, I guarantee you, you will have a ball in Africa. I saw some white women out there. There was balling out. I was like, yo, I see white women out here with three black boom Joe
I
men.
told you I
Okay,
don't want it's not for the men. I wanna go somewhere where I don't get snatched up.
I don't think you'll get snatched up anywhere. Just don't go to those Muslim countries like Afghanistan. Don't go to the Muslim countries.
Why the fuck would I go to Afghanistan?
I'm just trying to tell you, you know, if you
Why
got a
the fuck
mouth
would I
and
go
if
to
you want to run your
Afghanistan?
mouth and you want to show
Why the
everything
fuck would
out,
I go?
The Muslims ain't no joke.
Yeah.
The Muslims will
Why
come out.
would you black ass go to
Don't
Afghanistan,
go.
bro?
Don't go outside the
Fight
skirts
to
of
fight.
Africa. That's as a matter of fact, Dubai. I think it's a Muslim state. Yeah, you got to be careful. You
Yeah,
can't be.
Dubai. I can't laugh too loud, or
Yeah, yeah. There was a
I
story
can't
about
enjoy
that.
myself too much, nigga. Damn, what the
There
fuck?
Yeah,
was a
Dubai is
story.
strict.
Hey, this is a news article
You
where this
can't hold
woman got
hands in
caught up in
Dubai.
Dubai. Yeah, there was a
I
news
know.
article. You hear about that story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like, what did she do? All she did was like act out in public, and they arrested her. I was like, yo,
Yeah, they don't play in Dubai.
oh no,
I'm not an act out in public type person, but I would hate for them to take it like that because people do take me the wrong way a lot. And goddamn, I don't want to go to jail about it. Like, fuck. It was a joke. Literally, I was laughing.
yeah. There was a couple incidences where blacks will travel. Like in London, this black dude got beat up because he said hi to a white female. He got killed. Yeah, and there was a black sister who went over there, and they arrested her because no, it was a rapper. It was a black rapper who went over in one of these countries. I forgot what. I think it was Paris. Okay, and what's the rapper's name? What's the rapper's name? He got caught up because he wore medallions and those jewelries, and they tried to rob him, and he tried to defend
Mm,
himself, and he got thrown in jail.
Rocky?
The rapper, remember the rapper?
I was saying, it's that Rocky Rihanna baby daddy.
Yeah, he got caught up in that because he tried to defend himself, and it was against them. They don't want you taking their women and men. Okay, if you going over there, I think some of those countries are ruthless. If you going over there and you're like the only black person, chocolate person over there, you got to be careful. Okay,
And right, I'm like, I'm not light skinned black. I'm chocolate.
yeah,
Like, I'm dark. They don't like that.
and you go to them
Say
in
you
your
got melt in your mouth chocolate, huh?
oh man,
Eh,
did you know? Did
I
you know in
figure I'll make you
Ethiopia?
laugh real quick.
Something about my mouth chocolate. What?
Yeah, she do
I
got
said you
she do got
that
some dark
melt in your
chocolate
mouth
lips.
kind of chocolate.
You got them dark chocolate lips. Yeah.
Because of this. What you said, Don?
Yeah.
What you said, Don, man?
I said you said you that type of chocolate to melt in your mouth.
Oh, right. That type of shit. I didn't want to toot my own horn, but I'm chocolate and a bitch look good too. And I this my real hair and it's long and white people be like, that ain't your real hair. And it's like, what the fuck? They really bothered by this shit.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, right?
Go nowhere, I'm glad you did say that. So I don't need to go to London. I ain't want to go to Dubai.
Now I think they will
Don't
be
do it.
loved in London. You know, white folks, they love black sisters over there.
You said
Okay.
it be the black girl. You just said it be the black girl.
No, it was a black dude. It was a black dude. I think over there, he tried to talk to one of the white sisters. That's different. It's different for when women travel. When women travel, okay, the men they want that chocolate. They want that
But I don't
chocolate, man.
want that. Like, I seriously want to be somewhere in my own lane. Seriously.
You better stay in America. It's too much work. You better stay in America, okay? You traveling over there, you better have white sister money, okay? You better
For
have that
real.
money.
You right. You right. I hear you.
No money, no honey. I'm trying to tell you, you get all of the African boys over there. Them African boys.
You keep trying to put me on people, bruh. I don't want people.
It
I
is
don't. I'm trying to go over, let the world see me, and bring my ass back. I don't want no niggas. I don't want no more headaches. I have enough over here. They the
nah. You'll
same.
be having
I
some
just don't
goons.
understand what the fuck they saying over there.
They speak
Hell,
English. More of the men speak English than the women.
I
Did you
don't
know that?
understand what y'all be saying over here, and we speak the same language. So I'm really finna be confused. I go over there.
Yeah. It's all your type. It's all on what you want.
I just want to see the world and the world to see me. That's it. When I say the world, I mean the environment, minus the people. The people gonna be there, but I'm not there for the people. Damn it.
Yep, it's just too damn hot. They ain't got no food over there, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
Where? Where I don't need to
You
go where they
got
ain't got food.
you got to go to the supermarket, right? And everything in the supermarket is either spoiled or expired, or don't get no ice cream. I warned
Nigga,
you.
can I bring bread to the airport? I had to eat fucking
No, you
sandwiches the
can't bring
whole
it
time.
on the plane. You can't bring food. I saw this. I saw this couple, this married couple, and they brought the baby food. They had to throw all that baby food out because their country, it's in Africa. The food is natural, right? So when they tried to bring it, I said they didn't want to. I heard their whole conversation was like, "Hey, this is a provided food, and this is da 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 da." Then I was like, "No, they couldn't bring their own baby food over into the West." I was like shocked. They had to throw all that food away for their baby. Okay, some
Right,
African king or some woman, they look like king and queen type. And they was like
right,
complaining, and they couldn't bring their food over. The food is natural. It's not no pesticides or nothing in it. And I was like, yo, why don't they
right.
just let them bring it? Okay, I didn't see what the problem was, but they think it's contraband or something. They think there's something in there or
Yeah,
something. Maybe
exactly
that's
what
the
it
reason.
is.
It could be too. It probably wasn't, but someone else can come with the same story.
That's like you can't bring nothing back from Africa like that. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I couldn't bring my bottled water. I was like, I can't bring my bottle. Are you kidding me? They said that you have to, bring it in smaller containers, and you could put it in your suitcase. You can't bring a certain amount of ounces and stuff. And I was like, that's crazy. I had to throw
Hmm.
away some of my sardine cans. They threw away some of my sardine
Hmm.
cans and some of my gourmet food. And I said, I didn't know. I didn't know. Now I know now. You can't
Yep.
bring all that stuff. You gotta,
Everything had to be like travel size.
yeah, yeah, you can't bring it. They getting strict. One time I tried to bring my Moses stick, right? My magic witchcraft, my warlock stick. They didn't want to touch it. That was weird though. I could have had contraband in the stick. And it was weird. Going to Ethiopia and then coming back, they didn't want to touch my stick. Okay. I don't know why. Okay.
They let you take it?
Yeah, they let me take it on the plane. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't handicapped or nothing. I always take that stick everywhere I go. Okay. It's my Moses stick, I want to call it. Okay. I had that stick
Well,
with
y'all
me
can
ever since I went out to the Ethiopia and came back.
I am tired as hell. I need to take my ass to sleep.
yeah, I'm about to do the same, Jay.
I
All
see
right.
you don't get dark over there.
It's nice
It's
talking to
good
you.
talking to y'all.
All right,
Good
tap
night.
in, all right, Jay.
Yes, sir.
I'll
All
follow
right.
you.
Yes, sir.